Welcome to the Connectec 26 gauge mini high-res stranded RCA termination video. We will be terminating a RCA connector on a 26 gauge stranded non-plenum mini high-res coax cable. You want to make sure you have the proper components to do your termination. You should have a pin holder with pin inside. You should have a connector body, in this case RCA, and you should have a compression support ring or CSR. You should also have the appropriate tools. The correct strip tool is the CM-Mini strip tool. The newest revision of this tool has a black blade holder, and then both cavities are marked with the appropriate gauge. Your first step in termination will be to cut your cable off square. If you have an angle on the end, it can mess up your dimensions on your strip. So you clip off the end, you'll pinch the cable to make sure it's round again. Then open up your strip tool and place this in the 26 gauge cavity all the way up against the backstop. Allow the tool to close. Do not pinch it or try to make it cut deeper by putting pressure on it. Grip the cable as close to the tool as possible, and then spin the tool around anywhere from 3 to 7 times depending on the cable you're stripping. In this case, non-plenum, about 2 to 3 times. Now you want to go ahead and open the tool and remove it, and remove the slugs by hand. So there's my cable, stripped. No strands are wrapped around the center conductor from the spiral braid. If they are wrapped around, you want to go ahead and trim those off with a pair of diagonal cutters. Next step will be to fold your spiral braid back. So make sure all the spiral braid back is folded and that the dielectric doesn't have any strands still stuck to it or hidden to it. The change in our instructions now is we're going to apply the center pin first before the compression support ring. You want to go ahead and take your pin and lay this on the top of the cable and let it fall by gravity. You do not want to push it down, or else you can cause that 7 strands to cause a birdcage effect, and that will not allow the pin to grip. Once your pin is on there with gravity, go ahead and start spinning it down. You'll feel the pin bite, and when your pin flushes up against the dielectric, you can go ahead and pull, and now your pin is on the cable mounted correctly. Your next step will be to apply the compression support ring or CSR. I'm going to put this over the assembly, push it firmly. You should have about 2/10 of an inch of white dielectric showing. If you have less than that, you need to push harder and seat it fully down. Now take your fully assembled center conductor, place it into the RCA body and push, and you'll feel it slide and click up into place. You should see the gold CSR through the sight window. Now you want to take your tool. Make sure that the die is set for BNC RCA. Open your tool up. Place your connector in there. Close the tool, making sure that the die in the back of the connector is caught in the die of the tool. Keep pressure on the cable and then clip. There's a completed RCA termination. You may now color code the backside here with a band that we can provide for you, or this is a completed termination.